Hi friends, welcome to our channel. Let's look at problem 3914. Minimum operations to make array non-decreasing. This is a medium problem from leetcode. Rather, if you understand or digest the logic, it should be rather straightforward. So here we are given an integer array called nums, and then in one operation, you may choose any subarray starting at index L and ending at the index R, and increase all the elements and each element in that subarray by x. And x can be any positive integer. So we want to return the minimum possible sum of the values of x across all operations required to make the array non-decreasing. So an array is non-decreasing if the follow-up element is no less than the previous element. So if you look at example 1, you see here this two elements is non-decreasing, but you jump from 3 to 2, this is decreasing. So in other words, we need to add 1 to this element. So here we can choose L to be the index corresponding to this 2, which is also 2, right? And then up to every end, because there's no price, further more price paid. So we add 1 to this 2 element, so we get 3, 2, right? And then here from 3, 2, so it's decreasing. So you need to add 1, right? But before you add 1, so this is the 2, 1. So here you have 3, 2, but the difference or the jump, it does not change, right? So if you look at this one, so here you need to add 4. Then you can add 4 to all the remaining elements. Then the monotonicity of the 3 elements remain. Therefore, the output is 4. So here you can look at this hint. Observe that you only need to pay for the difference at each job, right? So the rationale behind this statement is that we can always make L to be the position where the job happens and R towards the end. In other words, we choose R to be n-1 always, right? So with that said, we just need to sum up the job amount within the list. So this should be rather straightforward, right? So you have a result, and then we're going to iterate. So for I in range, so 1 length nums. So we need to detect if there's a job. So if nums I minus 1 is greater than nums I, right? So in this case, so the result will be incremented by nums I minus 1 minus nums I. So notice that nums I, so this amount is positive, right? So we can do return this result. Let me run. It passes the 2 cases. So now let's submit. So yeah, it passed all the cases. So I would say this problem, if we see its coding, is more or less emphasizing understands the problem statement. So here we can actually make it simplified. Let me write another code to see if we can make it shorter or compact. So here what I'm going to do is this: return sum of max 0 nums I minus 1 minus nums I for I in range 1 length nums, right? This is the one liner, so let me run it. Yeah, submit. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, for this problem, so the main point is to understand the problem statement or realize the key point. And if put it another way, so we need to realize which is changing and which is invariant during the operation, right? With that said, I guess that's the point for the current video. Thank you for watching.